Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Will. This is going to be a quick episode with just some thoughts that I wrote down actually a year ago and posted them to the Schedule Fly blog, and I think we're going to repost these. But I wanted to share this over the podcast because all of you listening would be interested, I believe. And it revolves around this issue, and that is that every restaurant owner and GM I speak to for our podcast just about tells me that his or her biggest challenge is finding and keeping good people. I mean, people that are willing to show up when they're supposed to, work hard for them, take great care of the customers, do it with a smile, be a part of the team. I mean, just people that will show up and do these basic things consistently. It's hard to find them. It's hard to keep them. And I think this is a great opportunity for anybody who's willing to do these simple things. So this is a post I wrote titled, "Why I Want All of My Kids to Work for Independent Restaurants." So here goes. Pick one of your favorite independent restaurants and apply for a job. When you work for an independent restaurant, you work for a business that was once an idea by a member of our community. It was a dream to create a place that we and our neighbors would visit to congregate, socialize, and dine. A place that was unique, that offered something our community was lacking. A place that you would want to return many times to per year for many years. A business that would create jobs for members of our community, that would make donations to our community, and where the dollars spent will be invested back into the community because they're hiring local people and they live here locally. Now, that dream has become a reality, and that restaurant means everything to the owner. It's his baby, and he's looking for people who will help him nurture it and make it even better than it already is. There's a giant amount of financial and emotional and physical commitment being made by her, and therefore she'll be looking for hardworking, empathetic people to help her restaurant live up to the dream that she had when she first opened her doors. She'll only settle for people who care about the customers and care about teammates and who are willing to give both of those groups everything they've got. The owner won't care where you went to school or what degree you have or what color your skin is or where you were born, any of that stuff. All that will matter is if you're willing to pour yourself into your job in a meaningful way that makes the business better. There's not many jobs where all that is true. You'll work hard, and you'll often be completely exhausted after your shift. You'll learn a ton about yourself and how well you're able to navigate dealing with what at times will be highly intense, stressful situations. You'll learn how to deal with pissed off customers and pissed off fellow staffers and people who are irrational and people who aren't pulling their weight, people who think they know more than they do, and people who like to boss you around. But these are great skills to learn because you'll use them for the rest of your life. You'll also have the opportunity to be a part of many special instances like birthdays and anniversaries and marriage proposals and happy, meaningful occasions for the people celebrating them. Occasions you can help make very, very special and memorable for those customers. And trust me, you'll remember those events as well. And you'll work with lots of fun, unique, passionate people who work hard and enjoy those moments right along with you and who will have your back during tough shifts and hard times, just as you will have theirs when they need you. You'll spend time with many of them outside of work and make many new friends. You'll laugh together, you'll struggle together, and you'll form a lasting bond with many of them that will carry on long after you've moved on to other things, if you do move along. You'll learn all of this and develop these types of relationships at any type of restaurant, but it's different being in an independent restaurant because you'll be able to interact with the owner, a person who once had an idea and went through a long, hard process of turning that idea into a reality, and who cherishes the business more than you can imagine until you've started your own business. You can learn a ton from anybody who's done that. And if you show up to every shift and you focus not on yourself, but on how you can help your teammates and serve your customers, you'll find that each day gets a little easier and you'll get a little bit better at what you do. The longer you're there, the more questions you ask, and the more initiative you show, the more that owner will want to keep you on the team. And many independent owners will want to keep expanding their business, whether it's by opening more locations of their current concept or launching new concepts. If you've given that owner everything you've got and you've shown you care about his or her business, you'll have a chance to be a part of that growth. You'll get to learn what it takes to start from an idea and go through the entire process of turning that idea into a reality. You have a chance to learn new skills, be creative, and have a hand in building something. That's very rewarding and very educational. After a while, you may decide you love being a part of a thriving, growing, successful business and decide to stick around. Or maybe you'll eventually decide you want to leverage what you've learned to start your own restaurant. If you do, you can bet your owner will support you even while hating to see you go. And he or she will be your first customer on opening night. Or maybe you'll decide that the restaurant business isn't for you and you'll want to pursue another career. If you do, I guarantee you'll always look back to your experience working for an independent restaurant and say that's where you learn many of the most important lessons that you know about life and business. So that's it, folks. I do plan to share this with my kids. My daughter's my oldest. I have 3 kids. She's 14 now, so it won't be long before she's looking at opportunities to find a job, and I will certainly have this conversation with her. I'll actually have probably share this exact write-up with her. And I thank you for listening. I believe every bit of that to my core. It's something that is every single time I speak to an owner or somebody that works in a restaurant, whether it's through our podcast or just through Schedule Fly, that feeling is something that is just built upon each time, because it's very true and it's a wonderful opportunity and there is so much to learn. So thanks for listening, and we'll keep these interviews coming. We got lots and lots on the schedule, and we'll be posting more here again soon. Have a good one.